The next day, after the corruption case was exposed, Kyung-won was sentenced by Ang-chan to severe punishment as a warning to other officials not to commit corruption and harm the people. Ang-chan himself was shocked and frightened after being told that 3 military dog tags with erased identities had been found, making them untraceable. However, there was a consistent time clue on the dog tags, October 1983. Hearing this, Ang-chan knew it was a sin from his past that was now haunting him. Meanwhile, on the same day, Shik-jung decided to find Yoon-seong's mother on his own, using the only photo he had. He succeeded in finding her, but Yoon-seong still refused to meet his mother because he had been deceived by Jin-pyo's story, who said that his mother had abandoned him. Yoon-seong still believed this story. Despite Yoon-seong's refusal, Shik-jung gave him the address, and Yoon-seong secretly went to his mother's place where Ang-chan was visiting. Unexpectedly, Jin-pyo returned to Korea without informing Yoon-seong and followed him. Jin-pyo's arrival in Korea was to assert that he would kill everyone involved in his friends' deaths, including Yoon-seong's father. But Yoon-seong refused, not wanting to stain his hands with blood, and believing that those who killed his father would suffer more if they were left alive. Meanwhile, Yoon-seong's mother, whom Ang-chan met, didn't believe that her son was dead and kept asking about his whereabouts and where her son, taken by Jin-pyo, was now. Of course, Ang-chan couldn't answer those questions because he couldn't reveal his past sins.
28년 전 태어난 지 한 달밖에 안 되는 내 아이를 데리고 없어졌어요. 그게 마지막이었어요. 뭔가 알고 계신 거죠? 그렇죠. 말씀해 주세요. 내 아들 좀 찾아주세요. 내 아이 한 번만 볼 수 있게 해주세요.
After their meeting, Yoon-seong chose to still meet his mother, but he didn't dare introduce himself, and pretended he only wanted to order food from her stall. Yoon-seong didn't stay long because the arrival of Nana, who brought dahye, made him increasingly disturbed, so he left with a cold face. That night, Yoon-seong got drunk alone at a bar. He asked Nana to pick him up because it was impossible for Yoon-seong to drive in his drunken state. That's when Nana heard that Yoon-seong had no mother since childhood. She tried to understand his sadness and kept trying to comfort Yoon-seong.
그래도 엄마 없는 건 뭐 같으니까 뭐 좀 통하는 것도 있고 좋겠네요. 난 그래도 17살 때까지는 우리 엄마랑 같이 살아봤으니까 그쪽보단 마음이 한 3cm는 더 넓어서요. 봐주겠다고요, 오늘은.
오늘 지나면?
죽었죠. 한 주먹거리도 안 되면서.
Several days after Kyung-won's arrest, massive protests continued to occur. 3 officials connected to Kyung-won tried to clear their names. They didn't want to fall with Kyung-won. However, Jin-pyo had already made his move. If they didn't fall with Kyung-won due to Yoon-seong's arrest, they would surely die at Jin-pyo's hands. Jin-pyo had assigned a new person to carry out the assassinations. His name was Kim Sang-koo, a police officer and the brother of one of the special operations members who died. They would look for the next target, whose identity was unknown, but it seemed Yoon-seong had already found him. He was Sik Yong-han, whom Yoon-seong had seen meeting the president. Yoon-seong asked Sik Yong-han to investigate further about Kyung-won and his connections.
명심해. 난 21명 중에 유일하게 살아남은 단 한 명이라는 걸. 비밀을 못 지킬 시에는 쥐도새도 모르게 형처럼 물고기밥이 될 수 있다는 거 잊지 마.
On the same day, Nana received notice that her house had been sold at auction, and she had to vacate it immediately. Shik-jung informed Yoon-seong of this incident, which made him very worried about the woman, and he ended up following Nana almost all day. When Yoon-seong couldn't find Shik-jung at home, Yoon-seong took the initiative to call Nana and annoy her, causing Nana to go home faster and stop bothering the person who had bought the house. After ensuring Nana returned home, Yoon-seong planned to go straight home, but his way was blocked by a car parked haphazardly in front of an animal clinic where there seemed to be a commotion. Yoon-seong was forced to stop and break up the commotion. He also ended up getting acquainted with Jin Soo-hee, a veterinarian and Young-ju's ex-wife.
진세입니다.
이윤성입니다.
The next day, Nana was reassigned to guard Seo Yong-ha, who was running for the next president. Chun Jae-man, another target of Yoon Seong and Jin Pyo, was also involved. They needed to confirm this by questioning Kyung-wan about the officials responsible for killing their special forces friends. Yoon Seong sent Shik-jung to the prison to interview him, but they were too late because Kyung-wan had been taken to the prosecutor's office. Worse, Jin Pyo had infiltrated and taken Kyung-wan with him. Yoon Seong tried to chase and stop his adoptive father but failed. He had a chance to talk to Kyung-wan and forced him to reveal who was involved. One name was mentioned by Kyung-wan, Seo Yong-ha, who was being guarded by Nana.
28년 전 내 대원들이 차가운 밤바다에서 죽어가며 당한 고통을 이제 당신도 맛봐야지. 대한민국 청년 20명이 아군의 총에 맞아 죽었다. 내 눈앞에서. 관련 문서들을 전부 소각시키고 북파 대원들을 저런 행방불명 처리를 해서 주민등록을 말소시키면 말해봐. 오이 누군지. 가족들 모두를 죽이겠다. 당신 입에 가족들 목숨이 달렸다면 또 누가 있나?
That night, Jin Pyo was prepared to kill Seo Yong-ha, but it appeared he misfired and almost shot Nana. Fortunately, Yoon Seong managed to save Nana in time. After the rescue, Yoon Seong went to the building where Jin Pyo was, a building that had been surrounded by security teams. He rescued Jin Pyo and brought him out of the building safely. They then argued in the car because of their differing opinions on the revenge methods they were using. But Yoon Seong explained the situation from his point of view and asked that this time Jin Pyo help him follow the revenge plan Yoon Seong had devised, which was to ruin the officials' reputations. Eventually, Jin Pyo agreed, but he also carried out another plan without Yoon Seong's knowledge. Apart from their revenge mission, Yoon Seong still had to live his life as an IT expert at the Blue House. He quite enjoyed the job because he often met Nana there.
어제 한 건 했다며? 얼굴에 훈장까지 달고 아주 격했나 봐?
경호관으로서 해야 할 일을 했을 뿐이에요.
Since getting to know Nana, Yoon Seong has always wanted to help her, especially in resolving the issue of her sold house. He gave up a lot of his money to buy Nana's house back with Shik-jung's help. However, there was one thing Yoon Seong still didn't know about Nana, that the person who caused Nana's mother's death and her father's coma for many years was Kim Jong-sik, Young-ju's father. All this time, Young-ju had been hiding his true identity from Nana, who kept asking Young-ju to investigate her family's accident case, showing that Nana had no idea that Young-ju, whom she admired all this time, was the son of the person she hated the most.
정식 전 교육부 장관이 재단 이사장으로 있는 명문 대학교에서는 획기적인 장학 제도를 마련해.
저 다른 거 봐도 되죠?
왜 그래요?
저 김종식이라는 사람이 정말 싫거든요.
All of their pasts turned out to be connected. Jin Pyo realized this and continued to monitor Yoon Seong's movements, who was releasing information about Yong-ha, looking for his weaknesses, and exposing his frauds to ruin his reputation in the public eye. Yong-ha himself had committed corruption in the military shoe manufacturing funds and made false statements about his 3 children's health conditions to avoid military service. If this were exposed, his fate would be like Kyung-wan's. He had to be careful, especially since Jae-man, his friend, was also involved in the decision regarding the special operations incident. Jae-man mentioned that it seemed one of the special operations members was still alive and wanted to seek revenge on them.
정원이 다 죽었는데 어떻게 만에 하나 그 일과 관련된 사람의 지시라면 무슨 수를 써서라도 막아야 돼. 우리가 보낸 21명이 우리 손으로 죽었다는 게 세상에 밝혀지게 되면 자리하고 나는 끝이.
Their anxiety caused Yong-ha to order his right-hand man to kidnap the children, who had previously been threatened by Kyung-wan, because he thought the children must still be connected to the city hunter. However, the problem was that the children had been moved. Yong-ha's right-hand man only found out that the children lived in the same building as Nana, so he thought that the city hunter was actually closer to and connected to Nana. One night, Nana, who was secretly still working part-time as a call driver, met Yoon-seong and Go Ki-jun, his colleague from the Blue House IT team, in a drunken state. Ki-jun was apparently devastated after his younger brother contracted tetanus from damaged shoes during military service, which contained rusty nails. His leg had to be amputated, which made Ki-jun very sad to see his brother's fate. Yoon-seong also immediately felt that sadness. He knew it was a result of Yong-ha's corrupt actions. That night's incident only made Yoon-seong want to take down Yong-ha faster.
밑창 떨어지는 부양군은 왜 납품받아? 왜 못 박아서 쓰라고 해? 내 동생 못 찔려서 파상풍으로 다리만 날아갔다고.
Afterward, Yoon-seong drove Nana home, but he found an intruder inside, which provoked him to confront them. In the fight, Yoon-seong's superior skills allowed him to defeat the intruder and retrieve the book stolen from Nana's house. The book contained clippings about her parents' accident cases. Worried that something bad might happen again, Yoon-seong contacted Shik-jung to inform him that he wouldn't be coming home that night because he would be keeping watch in front of Nana's house all night.
식중 아저씨, 나 오늘 못 들어갈 것 같아. 그럴 일이 좀 생겼어.
However, the next day, because Nana was reprimanded by her superior regarding the ongoing court issues due to her previous house, Nana went to the previous auction buyer and asked for the letters to be stopped. But Nana received shocking information that her house had been bought by someone else, and that person was Yoon-seong. Finally, Nana scolded Yoon-seong for being considered to have interfered in her personal life. Although Yoon-seong tried to explain the situation and his reasons, Nana remained angry. Yoon-seong's mood worsened because he was scolded by Nana, but he still cared for her by fixing the doors and windows of Nana's house to make it safer. Meanwhile, at the prosecutor's office, Young Ju and his team were searching for Jin Pyo, whose identity they didn't know yet, because he kept appearing on CCTV footage at the scenes of the attacks on Kyung-won and Yong-ha, even though his face was barely visible. Yoon-seong was completely unaware of this. He was busy dealing with his problem with Nana, who was still angry and avoiding him. Nana even handed over the house keys to Yoon-seong and slept at the hospital. Yoon-seong was forced to stay at her house until the doors and windows were repaired, but it turned out the house was too damaged, with many things inside not working, making it difficult for Yoon-seong even to take a shower. The following day, a surprising event occurred at the Blue House due to the previous hacking, which was apparently done by Go Ki-jun. He was taken away by Young Ju and his team as part of the investigation into the attack they were handling. Ki-jun was very frightened when he was taken away, but he couldn't resist and had no reason to refute the accusations. Actually, there was something strange about his hacking actions. Many of his friends thought that Ki-jun wouldn't be so bold as to carry out a hacking operation at the Blue House, but some also thought that he was a spy.
다 남들 속이려는 고도의 작전일 수도 있어. 저격, 투소, 해킹. 대단하지 않아? 소문대로 진짜 스파이가 아닐까?
Yoon-seong still couldn't do anything to help Go Ki-jun. After work, he was busy meeting Jin Pyo and discussing the evidence they had collected to expose Yong-ha's fraud to the public. They would start by proving that his children's medical records had been manipulated to avoid military service. Then, Yoon-seong would kidnap Yong-ha after the public became angry about his deception. Jin Pyo agreed with Yoon-seong's plan and allowed him to proceed, but secretly, Jin Pyo also arranged another plan if Yoon-seong failed. After the meeting, Yoon-seong called Nana to his house because Nana's pet dog had defecated everywhere. They argued again, and finally Yoon-seong asked Nana to live with him. Nana agreed after considering it for a few minutes. She didn't want to lose the house that held memories of her parents. Yoon-seong was, of course, very happy about this because he would have more opportunities to see and protect Nana. He told Shik-jung about the attack and intruder at Nana's house, and got permission to stay at Nana's house until the situation was confirmed safe.
나한테 손끝 하나라도 까딱댔다가는
나 눈 높다니까. 근데 아저씨 진짜 나나랑 무슨 사이야?
아무 사이도 아니야.
They did need to adapt to that decision, especially since Nana didn't want anyone to know they were living together. Perhaps only Yoon-sung seemed calm and collected. The following day, Yoon-sung visited Ki-jun in prison and told him that he should just say it wasn't him who did the hacking, but his younger sibling who was seeking revenge over a shoe incident that led to their leg being amputated. He left the decision of confession to Ki-jun and his sibling, and told Ki-jun's sibling that the court and prosecutor's office would surely forgive their actions.
그만하죠. 그날 술 먹고 횡설수설 다 말했잖아요. 고기준 씨 동생 군대 갔다가 군화 때문에 파상풍 걸려 다리 절단하게 됐다고. 나야 나가면 직장 다른 데 잡으면 되지만 내 동생은요? 밑창 떨어지는 불량 군화 바꿔주지도 않아서 못 박아서 쓰다가 파상풍 걸렸다고 감사원이면 국방부 게시판에 글 올려도 죄다 무시하고 형이라고 해줄 수 있는 게 아무것도 없었다고요. 인생은 선택이지 강요가 아니니까.
Okay guys, that's the story of City Hunter Part 3. We'll continue with Part 4 in the next content. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment so you don't miss our other content.